We're in the game. We've got squeekyg on the top right in the orange playing as the Roos. Once again, favorite color, favorite civ for that guy. Love it. Love to see it. And gunman135 in the bottom left playing as the Ottomans in the red. This is Hideout. First time for the Ottomans in this tournament. One of the two new civs along with the Malians. Love to see those come out. We're just, as we have the Roos on this map, we're going to go ahead and check the deer spawns here. And I don't know if anybody else sees anything interesting, if you can like zoom in on your monitor or something, but where are the deer on the left side of the map? The gunman has no no deer under his TC or anything nearby. Squeaky with the full deer stack right next to his town center, as you expect on Hideout. So looking a little map hacky for the Roos right now, if I dare say so. No, I'm sure it's just a bug, but gunman135 not going to call the reset on this game, so it's not on me. It's not on me. Also, this map in the current ranked pool, at least before this most recent patch, when they removed it from the ranked pool, was performing insanely well for the Roos. They had like a 70% win rate on it, simply due to all of the little enclaves and all the little cutouts and that you can put hunting cabins in this wood line. You can get so much wood. There's an Aussie Drongo video about it. That's what I'm parroting right now. But yeah, very much favoring the Roos on this map in every way possible, as far as I can tell. But Gunman gonna stick with it, gonna play it out. We'll see how it goes. Right now, looking pretty standard. Observer, please switch to villager count on resources. Oh wait, that's me in the past. Can't do it. Okay, you hate to see it. Just taking out those near deer as close to the TC as you can. Check out that vision. Gunman not going for the deny on any of these deer stacks. He's just going to leave them for the Roos player. I guess sometimes it's not worth the APM to try to do all that. Take out those wolves, get all that. And Squeaky has sort of uncovered these deer, but not the icon, so he may be slower to taking out those deer. Going for the golden gate at 3 minutes. Oh, that's a fast golden gate. We had an agreement. Was the agreement that you're not going to kill the deer? I don't know. But there's the twin minaret madrasa. And as all of the content creators for Age 4 have said many times before, so, you know, it might be old news, but you're going to want to build the twin minaret madrasa, on the southeastern side of your town center pretty much every time if possible. Base building with the Ottomans, very key. You had an agreement not to kill the deer. Okay, well, there you go. Here, I'm going to indicate that with the observer. Just because of where the berries are on the madrasa, they spawn on the top and on the top right, top left. So putting them down in that corner of the TC is going to keep those villagers as safe and efficient as possible. But not really a huge deal here on Hideout, as we have these built-in protective walls of wood. 55 gold per minute on that hunting cabin seems pretty solid. For one hunting cabin, like, you're only going to need, well, 5 to get the max. And you're gonna get the probably 300 bounty on this too, so, or 500 bounty even. So yeah, enjoy. Eat up, Roos. We're gonna hear a vizier point at any point here pretty soon, as Gunman has just aged up. Yeah, here we go. I'm clicking on these. You can see they're on that corner, so you're gonna want to put those basically on the bottom right corner of the TC if possible. Basically every time. That makes it unrateable. I'm curious, Western Courier, was there an agreement, was there a benefit to you as well with that agreement? Like, I'm not going to kill the deer what are you going to do for me? Is there a give and a take there, or is it just like, okay, Rus, you can have them for free, I don't care. As the blacksmith comes down for the Ottomans, that's a pretty good spot for that. Maybe a little closer to the TC so it doesn't get raided, but again, we're not really concerned about raiding in this game. But you're going to want to be able to fit as many military production buildings around that blacksmith as you can, because with the Ottomans, putting them in the area of influence of a blacksmith will speed up their production. So, and Gunman knows that. I may have tried to indicate at some point in the observer UI here that he was like doing something a little sus or whatever, but he knows. You can tell later on. He's doing fine. He's doing a good job. Double broad axe for that 15% wood gather rate. And squeekyg running in, checking out the enemy's operations. No, I was just being nice. Aw, well, that's very polite. Especially on top of getting no deer for yourself. That said, the Ottomans, with the Twin Minaret Madras and with Anatolian Hills at least, will not really feel that. Like, you got plenty of food at home, so it doesn't really matter. But blacksmith at least now, and we'll see if we get any upgrades out of that. At least with the Ottomans, it will force you to build a blacksmith and think about the blacksmith more than otherwise. A lot of players, myself included, can tend to just forget the blacksmith exists at times in this game. So, you know, it's a good little little bonus there for the players. That's sort of external to the game. Kind of similar to the Khmer situation in Age 2 with the garrisoning in houses and stuff that's screwed over it. Our Khmer player earlier on this evening. But here we go. 18. Okay. It's 18 workers to 24 in favor of gunmen right now. Yeah, we've got. I'm trying to figure out right now while observing what, like, if you can see how much bounty the Rus player has by like mousing over any of these tooltips. You can't. You can't. There's just no way to know in the observer UI. You have to go back to the regular UI, which I didn't want to do in this game because it's recorded, so you would actually see the duration of the game and how much time is left in the top right if I did that. So, yeah, no, there's no way to see. You can only tell kind of based on how much gold is being generated per hunting cabin. Like, that's definitely more. Yeah, exactly, David, exactly. So it's definitely gone up since he's killed a few more boars and things. But Spearman coming out for squeekyg. So we don't have like a scout only thing, or I mean, obviously there's no water here. So I think that last game they were trying to do like a water map, but I may have we may have talked them around into doing Age 2 only. Maybe it's there still in Age 2. You know, we could see. We could see if that changes. There's not really any on gold for Squeaky, and Gunman only has 50 gold right now, so 65. So maybe they're going for for that. But yeah, I think the last game they were trying to do a water only like epic naval battles, but they were maybe going to do a island map for it. But I tried to talk them around into doing like an actual tournament approved map pool map, and it didn't quite work out for them in the end there, but still pretty exciting to see all those explosions go off in that one hit kill. One punch man, squeekyg Chinese. A little bit of horticulture for gunmen, and that one chopping upgrade that makes villagers cut down trees in one hit or whatever in less hits. The Mongol upgrade with the Uvu makes it one hit. Okay, just continuing to scout. Orange seems to be more in the base of red than vice versa. But yeah, both players still only in Age 2. Okay, Gunman gonna drop a tower on the stone. Really wants to secure that stone. And we'll see, like, Ottomans do tend to favor the stone quite a bit. Because that's what it costs to build their military schools. And if you're gathering it for that anyways, why not just get enough for some castles or TCs as well? So We'll see. And we do have down there just fomenting a little bit of coalescing, a little pro scout action, I think, from our squeekyg pro scout enjoyer. Gonna be sniping all those deer. Arrow slits on that tower. I personally probably am wrong, but always feel like I'm wasting my time if I just go arrow slits, and I probably lose more than I should because of it to early pressure, but it always feels like a waste to put just arrow slits on a tower. I don't know. I guess it's a strategic choice you got to make, but I always like wait too long and try to go for the springald or the cannon. It's probably not worth it because by the time you're doing cannon upgrades, you got enough wood to put more towers down anyways. Rams from our boy squeekyg. Rams. After the nerf, it doesn't feel great. Yeah, the arrow slits, yeah. And, well, they definitely don't have the range for these these drive-through window scouts. By the way, something a little fun. squeekyg, new special ability, drive-by MO. Everything this guy does is like a drive-by with the Ram Ranch, with the scouts getting pulled up from the McDonald's drive-through window. He's just always on the move. He's always he's always doing drive-bys. I love it. There's the Mehmed Imperial Academy, the MIA, for the Ottomans. So it's not going to be an H2 only game. And Squeaky opting for a second town center. He probably bought the stone for that. I don't think he's been taking any stone. So yeah, fair enough. Classic Roost play. Yeah, with 100 left because it gives you 150 each time. So yeah, that was a purchase town center on the on the Golden Gate. Squeaky scouted out by gunmen, sees the drive-through in progress. Oh man. And second TC in the corner for gunman. It's going to be a long walk. But he does have wheelbarrow. And it probably won't be scouted out at this level. Because who goes in the corner? I don't. What if the Chinese is that it's a normal game? You're going to have to clarify that one. I don't know. Okay. High trade house for squeekyg. All right. Going for the safe bet. Oh, cheese. Oh, yeah, I'm the one that's off. Cheese, Chinese. Oh. That would be a very interesting twist. They're just playing a regular game of Age 4. And we're here holding our breath the entire time. Gunman going for some more stone. And here it is again with the gather point as far from the town center as possible. Now, that one doesn't really matter because it's a mile out anyways, but interesting positioning on that. Probably just I'm clicking as fast as I can situation. Squeaky still picking up those, got to get those deer burgers and full stone walls, at least on the bottom, coming in for our Ottoman player. He's been collecting a lot of stone. Maybe could have optimized this better. Definitely could have optimized the top one better, but he's got the stone for it. Who cares? And now, for some reason, I decided I needed to find out exactly how many wall pieces there are, and it's 40 with 5 end pieces. So there you go. Feels like a normal game so far. It feels very slow, but I guess maybe that's the observer's curse. We're at 30 minutes, or 14 minutes now only. So there's been plenty of games, plenty of regular games that go with no pressure for longer than this. So yeah, could just be normal. Gunman going for that stone still. He wants all the stone he can get. Squeaky with the 227 high trade house. Maybe could have got a better spot, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, this map with, he could have got a better spot only because this map specifically just really just gives the Rus a lot of opportunities as far as that goes. Okay, more Rams for squeekyg. Can't believe I misread cheese as Chinese. Incredible. Unbelievable. Some more towers for red, just protecting those outer resources. And we did hear another vizier point. He did go for the Anatolian Hills with the extra sheep earlier. I think I saw it. I think I highlighted it on screen, but I just wasn't talking about it. And that would be why he still has sheep now, unless it happens right now. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Spoilers. Okay, we do have the villager count on each resource on the overlay right now. 12, 8, 15, 8, 27, 15. Oh, Squeaky with a lot on wood. I think that's just to fund rams again. He loves rams, and that's just the move. Gunman dropping a lot of siege workshops. Are you okay, buddy? Did you hold down the mouse? Like, that's a lot of siege workshops, I think. Don't get me wrong. I like a good siege workshop, but okay. And here comes another drive-through. Siege only? Well, I mean, I don't know. We got rams. We got spearmen on the other side. We'll see if those spearmen are going to do anything other than build rams. We got warrior monks picking up relics. squeekyg always with that attention to detail. I think relics are definitely an overlooked thing in the game for a lot of players, so love to see that. Getting some more like yes, eco upgrades for both players. That recruitment for squeekyg, military academy, I believe is what it's called. Actually getting a lot of siege upgrades here as well, and 2 siege workshops for our orange player. We may be onto something here. All right. Greased axles coming on both sides as we speak. And that MIA just working on mangonels right now. That one, unfortunately, I hate to see it, is not near a blacksmith, so it's going to be producing at the slowest possible rate. We do have 1 mango out already, but it's taken plenty of time. Not that we've needed them for anything yet. And there's another relic. Gunman going to be trying to take that guy out. Not going to have much success with the 1 scout. And there's the follow key. I looked up how to follow things. You can see I'm learning. Istanbul Observatory coming down for Gunman on the other side. Once we're done with our key bindings over here, we'll we'll go check that out. And some mangoes for orange as well. Okay. Specialized pick, horticulture. Taking their time. Oh, not taking their time on this, though. 19 workers on this observatory. Wants to get up to that Imperial Age as soon as he possibly can. And there they go. Look at all those workers. Look at all those dudes. So that's basically going to act as a university, and also it's going to increase the speed of production of all buildings that are next to either itself or siege workshops, or either itself or blacksmiths by like a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know the percentage on that, but it just makes them better again. So I guess if this truly is siege only, as we look at the units on the top, it kind of seems that way. The Ottomans, an interesting choice. I think they definitely, obviously, are going to have some powerful units in that subset, in that slice of the pie. But also, at the same time, like their military schools are essentially useless, other than maybe for producing spearmen to make rams. Like, you can't make any siege units out of a military school. So, yeah, interesting. You just kind of have to ignore that whole mechanic. But they do have plenty of siege upgrades of their own as well, so we'll see if that ends up being what it really is. Squeaky, again, snagging all the relics. Kind of due to the way that Gunman has walled himself off into this like 1/4 of the map, 1/3, 2/5 of the map. Just spamming down houses anywhere he possibly can. Wants to get to that pop cap on houses so he doesn't have to think about it anymore. plenty of wood. So okay, well I say that he's got 200 wood now, and it's a siege game apparently. So now these scouts, what are they going to do in this game? Guess we can overlook a couple of scouts. There are some more siege upgrades. I'm going to expect that at least our red player, maybe both players, will just wait until they have every single upgrade before engaging. Here's that overlay again, gunman135, of course, special abilities. Mastery of technology favors all those upgrades. That's why he likes playing the Chinese so much. There are just so many upgrades that you can click on. Squeaky with obviously the right choice of age 4 landmarks here. The high armory, going to give you all those upgrades and the increased, I think it's decreased cost of siege units for all siege workshops that are within the area of influence. So there it is, geometry, mangonel, upgrade, roller shutter triggers. Everybody loves a good roller shutter trigger. The roofs, of course, are mostly powerful in this game, in this set, because of their wood gathering upgrades with the towers that they can make, or wooden fortresses giving increased drop-off percentage for every lumber camp that's in range. And also because of their range upgrade for Springalds, giving them plus 0.5 range is just enough to tip the balance in their favor. Now, one ram's not going to be able to take out that castle by itself. But we'll see if Gunman is able to bring any reinforcements forward as he builds more siege workshops, none of which are working, by the way. But it's alright. Wonder why he wouldn't pick a Culver in siege. Civ. Yeah, Culver and Civ here would be strong. Neither of these civs actually has access to Culverin. So I guess in that sense it doesn't hurt either player, but I mean, I guess what other civs would you want in this matchup, right? Chinese probably would be strong. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it all comes down to the sniper units. So whoever has the best Culverins or the best Sprangles. I think Mongols would be pretty solid here. Maybe, at least with this playstyle, Abbasids, because you can just make Spearmen and then build stuff out of those instead of a bunch of siege workshops. I don't know. Hoping we see some Vilpols to repair the siege. Now that would be exciting because it's a siege-only game. You can repair your only fighting units. That sounds pretty epic, and I'm interested. You got my ear. I don't know if you have these players' ear, though. Going for a lot of stone from squeekyg and dropping a castle, at least one, down here on this corner. This is going to secure the stone and probably the gold behind it as well. Good spot for that. Maybe, well, behind that wood line is kind of weird, but it's okay. Of course, one other mechanic, one other little twist of Hideout, the map, is the wood line being entirely in the middle allows you to chop towards your enemy. You're based right next to the wood line. All your stuff is there that matters. So you could definitely get your way through there and cause some unexpected havoc if you wanted to. If the game goes on long enough, maybe that'll happen. Sacred site. Where are the sacred sites here? One on either corner, one secure for each player. Neither one trying to take that. That's not the victory condition here. The victory condition here is who can make the most epic siege army. And that is going to include the Great Bombard, as we have the MIA moving over now to building Great Bombards. It's Great Bombard, yeah. Big fan of this unit. Personally, I like the aesthetics. I like how cool it is. I don't think I'm good enough to use it. If it is really... Ooh. Oh, no. So all those villagers are trying to take that stone, but the mining camp there not finished, even though it looks like it is. It's got like one tap left, so they're gonna be walking all the way back. Oh, he caught it. He caught it. No, no, they're just dropping off at the last stone mining camp in the map. There you can see chemistry coming in for red and some other upgrades for orange. As we move on, you can see gunmen really trying to optimize the area of effect. I don't know if we can see it in the replay. No, you can't. The area of effect of these blacksmith buildings to increase production speed. I like that, but also he is not able to keep this many blacksmiths or this many siege workshops running. Like, you don't need to build that many. You can't produce out of that many. You're going to need a little more wood. But here are those roost springolds. No springolds in answer from the enemy. And 3 rams will take down that castle if there's nothing else going on. That range is insane. Absolutely. If all you have is mangonels, you better watch out. You better run for your life. You think the mangonel is going to do a lot of damage? Well, it is, but not if it can't reach you. Springold from red, one coming in, and those villagers are going to get pulled. Now, if the mangoes get up on top of this from orange, it's going to hurt. It's going to hoit. Oh, and they're idle. They're idle. They're not right-clicked. There we go. It's hard to get all the way around in the back. That's why I've rotated the camera like this. And they're idling up. There we go. There we go. Okay, ramps are going to go down, but no, the mango is targeted on the castle. I think the positioning here with the fight taking place on the back of the castle by the camera perspective is really making it hard for these players to engage effectively. Wow, that's a long sentence, and I said it really fast. Okay, more siege workshops coming up for gunmen, but again, I don't think it's worth building all of those because you can't keep them all working with the economy that you have right now. These scouts are just going to be standing here giving a little bit more vision. squeekyg trying to make that right side impenetrable, also walling off the left side. And are those walls on the top right? Is that like a house thing? What is like seems a little broken, incomplete? I don't know. Okay, repairing that castle is very stubbornly not going down yet. I guess another civ that would be strong-ish here is the HRE, again, because of their culverin access and I guess the emergency repairs would be pretty significant bonus with a siege-only game. It would slow things down a little bit. Probably not enough to make a huge difference. And here we are. We're getting a good look at that great bombard. First one out on the field. Looking good, buddy. And you can see it has 0 out of 1 over it. That means that Gunman has unlocked the... I don't know what it's called, but the Vizier point allows you to garrison a military unit inside of the siege. You can do that on any siege, and it will increase the fire speed of that siege unit. It's pretty cool. It's pretty significant. Also, I would have liked to see some meta drums maybe in this game. They do affect the siege units as well, and I don't think that would be stretching the limits of the rule set. But first time playing the Civ probably, so he's doing pretty well with the area of effect stuff anyways, so I can't complain. Gonna be able to take out all these springolds. Nothing is within range there. I wonder if Vil only beats Siege only. Now, I think that might come down to micro as far as mangonels goes. But they are definitely handling the springolds right now very effectively. How do you think French would do in this match up? At least with their like Imperial Age, they have a siege. They have a siege landmark, right? I don't know. They get access to like the Royal Springold, the Ribaldiquins. I don't know. It could be interesting. Probably not the greatest pick here, but make Colves one at a time. Yeah, okay, that's true. The production limit is probably gonna kill it. Yeah. The Culverins. Squeaky with the castle on that stone, just boxing in his enemy. Need a buff French. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think definitely Siege could be a direction that you could go there. Obviously, their early and mid game is very strong. Maybe if you killed, if you like, I don't know, you don't want to like ruin their identity, so probably nerfing like royal bloodlines or something would be out of the cards. But you could definitely buff their siege, maybe just with that landmark. You know, build the landmark and you're allowed to build all the royal stuff. I don't know. It's kind of the same situation with the Chinese clock tower stuff, though. So it's a bee's nest. You don't know if you want to kick it or not. So yeah, these military academies are only going to be producing like spearmen, I guess. That's pretty much all you can do with that. I guess you could go meter drums. That's what I would put them on. But I don't know if he either knows or has decided that those are in the rule set. So, Trebs for orange, for red, gonna be moving that out there. Stream elements, thank you. You're very one note today with your one thing that you're saying every 5 messages. Love it, love it. Gonna be trying to take out that scout. No eyes for you. But over here on this side, more Ram Ranch. We got more Ram Ranch. Yeah, the siege definitely gonna be needing the scouts for vision, because in Age of Empires 2 they kind of allow, I mean there's no like super long range sniper siege like the Springald or the Culverin, but at least the Trebuchet, which is like the longest range thing, has the vision range to be able to see anywhere that it is able to shoot. In this game that's not the case. You have to have something out there providing vision, or your units will just dumbly walk up to the unit that they're trying to shoot until they can see it. So having scouts out here would be pretty powerful. As we have squeekyg, or gunman, moving out for some gold. Gonna be denied. Gonna lose all these vills unless he runs away pretty quick. I'm gonna say it now. I'm not gonna say it. And we have trade for red. Again, I think I would love to see some more optimized positions for those trade, for those markets from Gunman. I don't know if he is aware of the benefit that you get for that much distance. Like, just put it in the corner, my guy. It's worth so much more. Or maybe it's just not worth it to him to think about that when there's so much else going on. Like, for example, how many rams are this? I don't know. I just turned off the UI. But it's a lot of rams. And I can't even hear myself over this many rams. And I'm peeking the mic again. squeekyg now sees the walls, which he knew were there anyways. And this trade was a nice idea, but it's not going to last. It's not going to last. Some scouts over there just providing a little more information on the enemy. And now here come the rams, breaking through these walls. What are you going to do about this? I think he's trying to attack the trader with those, but unfortunately, rams can only attack buildings and walls. Yeah, you kind of wish they could at least attack each other, you know, just to make it a little more fun. But oh, we got some big shots on these villagers. I'm sure they have. I'm going slow motion in the replay right now. I'm sure they have loom, but that's still crazy damage. Another golden pile being denied from red. And the Springolds, okay, we have a massive Springold battle about to pop off from both these players. What's the micro going to be like? Because obviously here, overkilling in this game is huge, and it does happen a lot with Springolds. So if you control group them, or if you set like 3 to attack each enemy unit with you have the APM, that's going to be the most effective way to do it. I don't think either of these players is going to worry about it, and the cannons are going to probably just negate any Springold micro there anyways, as well as the traders soaking up some hits. But even more siege workshops coming up for Gunman. I honestly think that's just a waste of wood at this point. You're always short on wood and you need more siege. The siege workshops are not what's holding you back there. I could be misreading the situation. Okay, Gunman also pulling up a little bit in the score again, and 3 great bombards now on the field. But they're not shooting at the Rams. They're shooting at the Springolds, and that is not a fight that you want to take, because you're going to lose a lot of resources. And here it goes. Now we have some spearmen moving out onto the field, and some janissaries here too for red, but the janissaries are from a vizier point. They're from the point that allows them to repair siege. And the spearmen are... Okay, yeah, that's janissary company right there. Okay. I mean, he's just clicking. And it's not making a huge difference anyways. And the spearmen are from the... I think the ram production, maybe. But I think we found out after the game that's just a shift control C bug or a move. And he just didn't know that was happening. That's what he's claiming, at least. And it's not going to make a huge difference as they arrive a little late to the fight. You know, we got to keep the rule set fair and even. He just said there was so much going on. He just selected all military and moved it to the front. This wood line, we got to keep checking it, because sooner or later these players are going to hit each other. And at that point, you don't want to be in the middle. More Rams for squeekyg. Now moved up to this gold. A little bit closer to the enemy. And we got Springolds, we got Mangoes, everything moving out. Siege is very slow to roll. Both these players, of course, have all the upgrades that you can have for it, so it's moving as fast as it can in Age 4 in the game. And also, by the way, some observer, whoever this is, has missed that squeekyg did just roll those Rams straight past the fight earlier, and it straight onto the production buildings for gunmen. So maybe having all those siege workshops ain't so bad after all, because you can lose plenty of them. I made them to man siege, but I was so flustered I couldn't micro it. Yeah, fair. I think I saw you just trying to garrison them in the Rams just to stay fair in the game. Oh man, it's rough. There we go. I got the siege command. That's one of the bonuses the Ottomans get for siege, and I like to see that happening. Ooh. All right. Villagers gonna just build a lot more siege workshops. Keep them going. Oh, the Imperial Observatory also, I think, makes so universities provide that area of effect speed production bonus as well. Now, red, I think, correct me here in the chat, I think is intentionally chopping through to the enemy now. Uh-oh. Like, these are some very intentionally placed lumber camps. I asked squeekyg about this after the game, and he said he didn't mean to, and it was a surprise. But there could be a landmark snipe from the middle. Yeah, squeekyg's plan here was, as we've seen, his trebuchets just sitting there by the wood line, was to just chop far enough to the wood line to just treb down stuff from his enemy across, but he didn't see this coming. Red is going on this on purpose, I guarantee. Look at how many villagers are out here. Now we have a pretty solid military composition here from Red. Definitely needs about 30 more Springolds to make it work. That's the meta in this match, I guess. Okay, and if Gunman is looking, he can see the enemy. Now squeekyg also. Okay, we're almost to that point where the middle is chopped all the way through. And there's also a big fight going on down at the bottom right now, drawing both players' attention, I assume. Yeah, these spearmen are just kind of they're just necessary evil, just due to the Ottomans' bonuses. They're just gonna end up on the battlefield either way, so it happens. But Springold's trying to move around the walls to get a clear shot at those enemy units, and the Mangonels just trying to take out the Rams, which I think are targeting their enemies. Okay, I mean, good soaking up the damage with those Rams. Unfortunately, the Rams, we didn't know this until this game, can't attack units. Sad, I know, but okay, they are through. There is a way through now for both players in the middle. I don't think either of them has noticed yet, though. That fight on the bottom taking a lot of attention. Here it comes from squeekyg, now moving in those trebs. Peace treaty in the middle, that's right. But only trebs in the middle, though. You could get a lot of villager kills with a couple mangoes, but we're just not seeing it. Red winning this fight on the bottom, but I think orange may be faster to react in the middle. Could take that as an advantage. Villager count 91, 97 right now, fairly even. I would like to see that a little bit higher. Well, I say that both players have about 1,000 at the very least of any resource, so it doesn't matter too much. Now orange shift control C, everything to the middle. A instant castle now from like 30 villagers for orange. And here's a response from red. Tried to deny that castle with villagers, couldn't make it happen. Gonna drop another castle himself, and orange just moving forward knows exactly what it needs to do with all his wood villagers, dropping another castle right inside of red's wood line. We'll see who gets those up first, and it may not matter because they're both going up. So, and here are the trebs for orange, just trying to take out as many buildings and do as much damage, cause as much havoc as possible. I did that? No, that was a sprinkled kill. Those rams did not kill that treb. I refuse to believe it. Okay, orange completing that castle and just running away with all the villas. Red with the second castle in the middle as well. Demilitarized zone. Well, they're moving in. It's militarized now, baby. Enough rams to take out castles on both sides. A Springald's going to move in for orange. Not doing a huge amount of damage to these rams, but there are enough here, and they can shoot through the wood line, so they all have a clear firing line. And a third castle for orange. I think he knows he's going to lose that second one. Red has a good mass of units here. But, well, orange has 22k gold. So the resource count is definitely on the Roost's favor. And I think that's largely due to, well, probably the high trade house and everything else that they get on this map. The Golden Gate. Just going to be a lot stronger in the late game as far as this comp goes, at least. Springle's just targeting those Janissaries, and the Rams are just hanging out for the time being. Rams kind of doing their own thing in this game on both sides. They're just rolling past the fight every time and just going for it. Red still looks, I almost said orange. Red still looks like he's got a great foothold here in the middle. Moving in with the spears. Okay, he's going to back up. He's sporting. He's keeping it fair. Look at all this. You have 4 Great Bombards out on the field right now. Okay, there's 10 pop in Great Bombards, I think. That means 5? We'll see when another one pops out how much that population jumps up to. But, huge fight. Okay, one of the Bombards goes down. But orange just able to push straight through that middle. squeekyg going for the counter, the double flank, the reverse flank maneuver. First to the woodline castles, and now down on the bottom of the map again with the original fighting position, the original battle spot. He's back, and he's got rams to spare. We're not there with the camera, but we can see it on the mini map. Red is just rolling in. This kind of is starting to look like a base race. I wish our observer would be a little bit more, a little bit more, you know, observant, but that red army just looks unstoppable. These vills might be able to take it, though. They might be able to take it. There's no mangonels in there. And what's happening in red's base? Well, the rams are happening. We've got a landmark snipe ongoing over there. One is about to go down. There's orange's town center. And this is just turning into a race right now. Rams versus Great Bombards. And yes, every Great Bombard does count as 2, so that overlay, I think it's same for Trebs even. That overlay is just double reporting, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, more Great Bombards out here trying to take out the Rams. Landmark victory approaching for Gunman right now. His push up here has gone very well. He's going to take out the High Trade House as well as the Golden Gate on the base TC. So there's only 1 left after that. On the other side, we also have 2 out of 4 landmark victory approaching for squeekyg. We have the Imperial Observatory down. And I don't even know what else. This is chaos. The home TC is down as well there. It's just down to who can find the other's landmarks faster. I think. Oh, no? Okay. Orange, I think, is running out of steam back there. Trying to repair the high trade house at home. He does have a few more units in the back. I wish... I'm not going to complain about past me anymore, but... we'll see what's going on. The Rams are just rolling straight towards the landmarks for Orange. And Red is trying to get more Rams out to the front line as well. This is just a matter of who can go fastest. That address is down. It's being repaired, so you don't see the message over it. But the only thing remaining for Red is that MIA, Med Imperial Academy. Orange still has high armory. I think what's saving him in this game, at least right now, is how far back he built that in order to fit more siege workshops around it. It's out of the vision line for Red, and Red hasn't been back there in a long time, so I don't think he even knows it's there. Also, he did claim in the post-game chat to not know what the Rus landmarks look like. But the Rus have been here since the launch of the game, so that's on you, buddy. Okay, 3 out of 4 for both players now. As the high trade house goes down, and the Golden Gate. I'm probably misnaming all of these now. And we missed it. There it is. MIA goes down to Rams, goes down to Trebs. First time I think that we've seen squeekyg build Trebs in any game of H2 or 4. But very exciting end there. Very close, down to the wire. And you'd just love to see it.